Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour. Welcome back to another Pro 1v1 match. Today we have a super exciting one for you. I believe there is a new strategy that has been developed, and we are going to see that today. Let's see if that is the case. We've got the yellow player, that is the Air Force down in the bottom left. This is GC Tumstep. All the way up at the top right, we've got an Air Force mirror on our hands. This is the purple player. This is also the USA Air Force. This is OOE ExCaL. So ExCaL very experienced in air mirror. There was an air mirror tournament that happened, and he played against Fargo in the final and won him pretty much flawlessly. Did he lose even one game? I think he might have lost one game, but with all kinds of weird and wonderful new strats. ExCaL is going for a 3MD drop, but so is Tumstep. Drop inside the Tumstep space, drop inside the ExCaL space. ExCaL quick to move his Chinooks. Tumstep quick to save his dozer as well. Needs to start building a new power. There's a ranger on the way. That power should start building ASAP. He's trying to save the power with the dozer though, but I think he's just going to end up losing the power and the dozer in the end. But the dozer actually does survive. MDs get picked up and now move towards the right hand side. Another power is going to be built. Another drop from ExCaL. Yeah, I'm interested. Are we actually going to see a new strat today, or are we going to see something we've seen before? Let's see. So far, nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, a 3MD drop, barracks, and an airfield is about as standard as it gets with air mirror. Pretty much whatever you're against is it's a pretty solid and safe strat. Tumstep in the base of ExCaL now with the first King Raptor. First King Raptor also out for ExCaL. But Tumstep's second Raptor is also prepared. And he's expanding, and he's got a second airfield. So far, so good for Tumstep. That is a really, really impressive start for him. ExCaL coming into the base. Going to go for one of the Chinooks. Gets it. Another Chinook has gone down there to another King Raptor from Tumstep. And another Chinook goes down as well. I think if this game just plays out like that, Tumstep will just naturally be at an advantage because he has that additional supply. But ExCaL has squeezed in an oil, actually. So that does change things a little bit. One extra supply versus one oil. You would prefer the extra supply. But the oil does take 3 hits from a wrap to go down. Then again, so does the supply. Tumstep saves his Chinook. Lays the lock on these Chinooks. Was going to be saved by the Rangers there of Tumstep. ExCaL really focusing on the Chinooks, but not loads of success from him, actually. A lot of the Chinooks are surviving. So Tumstep's going to find this oil. Also going to find this artillery platform. Artillery platform is denied. Tumstep coming in and now hitting the supplies of ExCaL. So ExCal's now on 5 Chinooks and 1 supply. ExCaL is getting another oil down in the bottom right. The next 3 King Raptors from Tumstep. I think he's going to go for that oil at the top. It's interesting in air mirror because, like, you either focus on the Chinooks or you focus on supplies, or you focus on Chinooks until there's just too many, and then it's better to just hit the supplies. Goes for the supply there, and he actually gets it by control fire in the side as well. Very, very nice there from Tumstep. Comanche in the base. He's hitting the airfield. Needs to make at least a couple of missile defenders, I would say. But ExCaL is flying around this Comanche, deflecting any and all missiles. Just one Comanche. It's Vet 2 now. There seems to be nothing that Tumstep can do about that right now. Yeah, Vet 2 means it will self-heal. Tumstep. Why didn't he just commit a load of missiles to that? Because it's only one Comanche. But ExCaL is still just circling here. These Raptors are loaded as well. Comanche finally gets cracked. And next Comanche is on the way. His luck comes in, but the Raptor's there to deflect the missiles again. Tumstep doesn't seem to be committing to it with many Raptors from a decent angle. Same situation again. Comanche's... Oh, Comanche goes down there. There's another one there. Yeah, Tumstep's got 7k. So, like, why can't you start dropping down another airfield? Why can't you make even more missile defenders? Raptors now entering the base. Loads of Comanches now heading across for ExCaL. Another Comanche does fall. And another one. I mean, I guess this is the new strategy. I mean, we have seen this before. Quite a lot of times, actually. Air mirrors start off with Raptors versus Raptors and then switch to Comanches and then you can fly over. Seen Boyka do this a number of times before. So I wouldn't say this is brand new if this what it is. But it's still pretty cool and pretty funky because ExCaL was behind, I think. And he probably, economically, like, it's not very efficient. It's actually better to go and collect from your opponents rather than queue up all them on your main supply. Spectre gunship is here, though. ExCaL is taking the lead now in terms of the XP. And, yeah, I don't think Tumstep's got an answer just for these few Comanches. It's Vet 3 and the Raptors tried to break through the PDLs there, but it didn't work out. Comanche does go down. I think Tumstep has been broken now because he's only got one airfield and one Rap. Is ExCaL now trying to hit the CC? He was for a second there. Quite a lot of MDs out for Tumstep. Spectre gunship now from Tumstep. I mean, ExCaL could make a Pathfinder and just waypoint it into the base. Might get a lot of MD kills there. Spectre gunship is going to wreck, what, at least 2 Raps there. 4 Raps. Wow. But ExCal's now building 2 more airfields down in the bottom right. It's quite amazing what ExCaL does sometimes because it definitely looked like a really positive start for Tumstep, but ExCaL always finds a way, claws himself back into a game. ExCaL now hitting the power of Tumstep. Question is, does Tumstep want to leave them MDs inside of the base? Because if the Comanches rock up again, then he is struggling against it. ExCaL only has 1 airfield, actually. Yeah, Tumstep collecting from all the crates. Yeah, this map does tend to run out of cash pretty quick, you know. I suppose they're still collecting on their main. ExCaL maybe wants to get flashbangs, because if all them MDs go inside of there, might be able to kill the airfield. Yeah, ExCaL moving his Chinooks off now to go and collect from the opponent's base. Focusing down the airfield now of ExCaL. Tumstep has now switched into Comanches. Well, it's got 1. So is he going to give ExCaL a taste of his own medicine there? Tumstep is trying to capture this oil. Comanche for Tumstep goes down. It is a very wonky game, I have to say. ExCaL just waypointed a load of Rangers into the enemy base. There is a Comanche right here. A few Comanches, actually. So, this is a bit of a roller coaster game. Tumstep was ahead, and ExCaL was doing really well. And then now it's looking more and more like Tumstep's game. Especially if he gets the kill on that supply, but he's also got that oil. Spectre gunship from ExCaL. Comanche's now in the base of ExCaL, so yeah, he's getting a taste of his own medicine. The meta has changed. Now this is just the strongest strat. I mean, like I said, we've seen this a few times before, quite a few times before. It's not brand new. But it might just be the go-to thing, like a standard from now on. If whoa, that was a big hit. Airfield and Raptors went down. Rangers get stopped from capturing the CC. ExCaL still has a CC. Expect a gunship on the airfield. He's trying to get all of ExCaL's airfields out. He is losing Comanches in the process. Yeah, he does. Don't know if ExCaL lost that or if it was cancelled. But this is just chaotic, man. This is just like... It's just... The whole strategy just seems to be make Comanches and fly around with Raps. And that is everything. You could just stick with Raptors and just waypoint one Pathfinder into the enemy base. Just walk over there and wipe all of that out. I suppose you still got to be careful of Comanches. But you can use your Raptors to kill the enemy Comanches. Yeah, Tumstep's over here now with loads of Chinooks. 6 Chinooks, 7, 8 Chinooks. Collecting on ExCal's side. A10 coming in. ExCal's hit that with 2 Raps. The A10 should finish it. I think Tumstep could get a little bit more out of his Comanches by waypointing them or clicking them into there. You might have to use the waypoint tool, like the Alt key, to path them into there. But when they get there, then if they die or get shot, the damage also applies to the airfield, which could end up killing the airfield. Okay, Tumstep losing Chinooks now. ExCaL approaching level 5. ExCaL also just circling around in his base. Tumstep coming back for another attack, it seems. ExCaL did redirect that perspective for a second. But I think Tumstep's aware it could be a CC kill. He's just flying over his CC to make sure that doesn't happen. You could think about deploying a second CC, but it doesn't have the cash, I don't think. Comanche's coming in from the top now. Could be a surprise attack whilst the Raptors fly in and deflect more missiles. Flashbangs versus flashbangs. There is a Pathfinder out now, and it is Tumstep's. Although there is a Comanche here. Yeah, very interesting and wonky game. I mean, air mirrors, if they go past 10 minutes, usually they're wonky anyway. Okay, gets one airfield. Tumstep. But ExCaL can now chase these Raptors, wait for them to land, and get an airfield full of Raptors. Is Tumstep going to let them land? Looks like it. So yeah, he's going to lose. Probably this one is the main target. No. Okay, ExCaL goes for this one. There was only 1 Rap landed there. Why didn't he go for that one? Well, there was 3 landed. Okay, Comanche's now coming in from Tumstep, pouncing on the airfield. But sadly for Tumstep, there were some Raptors ready. A10 comes in. That should be a double kill. Yep. Tumstep back in action, hits a dozer and an airfield. Both players not on very much now. The money has dried up. Okay, ExCaL coming in. Probably fuel air bomb, I think, there. But is he going to kill all of his own stuff? Oh, has he done that on purpose? That's weird, man. I think he pulled... I don't think he meant... Whoa. What just happened? The Tumstep just quit. I think... I don't think ExCaL meant to do the full damage of the Chinook. I think he was just trying to protect his Comanches, but also made the mistake of killing his own stuff, including 2 Comanches with the fuel air bomb. And then Tumstep quit. So yeah, well played there to ExCaL. What a bumpy ride that was. A bit of a roller coaster. Like I said before, Tumstep had an amazing start. I would have bet all my money on Tumstep winning that game from the start. But then never count ExCaL out. Look at the units destroyed, man. 127 against 63. That would tell you a complete... If you're just looking at the stats, that would tell you a completely different game than the game we actually just saw. Yeah, Tumstep was in the lead in the start. ExCaL then kind of overtook. Then Tumstep looked good again. It was kind of a bit of a wonky and crazy game. So yeah, GG, well played. Let me know what you thought of this in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.